All right, hello, winners. Welcome back. Welcome, one and all, to the Mr. Plays Gears of War 2. Back in the Gears series, we are on a bit of a hiatus of Army of Two until Nick and I can get back together to record. So I thought I would bring you my excellent commentary as we continue on through the Hive here in Gears 2. Actually, really excited to get back into this. I still greatly enjoy the Gears of War franchise. Third-person shooters have very quickly become my preferred playstyle of shooter, with just enjoying like being able to see the character and the character model. Even though it's like just from the back, I enjoy all the. I just love the look of the armor for this game, and I'm so glad that it's not just.
Marcus. Looks like the old guy's intel was solid.
I love the look of it, even if it's like just from behind. The giant hulking armor, once again, like I said, it's big grunty Space Marines, but it's big grunty Space Marines done well. That's what matters. We're back in the Hive. I actually just finished reading the Rise of Ram trade paperback, which talks about how he became the person.
Let's look for a way across.
How he became the head. What's the word I'm looking for? Like head Locust. He became. I can't remember what the name of their like dramatic leadership is, but. Do this, but how he became in charge of it all, as the head of the Locust army, and generally really interesting, really good. I enjoy lore like that. I love the world building that happens in a lot of these games, which were seen previously to be just mindless third-person shooters. It's big guys fighting big monsters. But one more time, if you can do it well, that's really all that matters.
Close one.
Probably would have actually helped to use that. Honestly, so here's one. Oh, I can't. I was actually thinking, what would be good if no one could follow us, or we could slow them down. Oh, I do have the torque bell. Okay. It's been a hot moment since we've been back in this. It's probably been, probably about 3-4 months. I'm actually gonna be recording this the couple days before it starts coming back out. But I'm excited. I know Nick wasn't the biggest fan of this, but Nick and I will be returning with probably some Halo in the near future. All right, we can do this, guys. We have a sniper rifle.
Wrenches! That's gonna hurt.
All right, oh, come on, really? Okay.
At the barrier.
Oh, where are you? All right, we're gonna drop him. I forget. Can I do that? I can. This is probably one of my other favorite features. I've gotten really excited to use riot shields in games. I've hopped back on some Rogue Company as of late, and I just lost her name, but there is a female rogue who uses big old riot shields, and I really, really like her. I like the fact that I'm just gonna... I can just walk up here with this, can't I? These guys have some helmets. But I'm happy for it. I'm happy that these guys have helmets. Helmets are good. They can help block out some of the smoke. And, you know, they can really, really protect you from what you got going on. This filter here for the light is a little rough. It's a little floaty. But it feels good. It's been a moment since I've played this. It's got a little bit more float to it than I remember. But I've also, after playing Army of Two, I've become very, very sensitive to everything kind of just like floating around, like you turn and it doesn't quite stop on a dime.
Jack, can you find a visual match on Maria?
This is one of those odd points to me, because it's like, we can't...
So many people.
Can we, have we deciphered enough of their language to figure this out?
But what's that symbol mean?
Could
Yeah,
be
okay, no.
keeping her. Let's look around.
I actually forgot that we picked right up on like one of the saddest points of the game. Ty's character in an earlier aspect of the game to me was always incredibly touching, because in the books they actually expand a little bit more on his lore, but then after how he's treated here, and he's supposed to be I think the equivalent of like a Philippines, like fought in the Philippines. So we're talking, these are guys that have practiced Muay Thai, who have like
We've got to keep moving.
kicked with their shins on you know, on trees until the trees fall over to kill the nerve endings that are down there, so that way they can hit harder and not feel it. And like brutal fighting style. So if they're going from someone who's like a veteran of past wars to fighting in the current war with the Locust, it just doesn't.
Let's check this terminal. It could tell us if she's in here.
It doesn't bode well for them, and his like suicide is
You gotta find that symbol.
is incredibly
Follow me.
like damning for your hope of the game. I also think that's a pretty big aspect of most trilogies, where the first one is your... I go to the Cantus. Oop. Or not. I thought I nailed you. Alright, we can do this. Alright, you guys are now pop up at the same spot. I can hit you. Ooh. Well, we're gonna drop that. No longer useful. I've used all my shots.
Damn.
But yeah, his suicide is incredibly damning for how the war is supposed to be going, and you know we're meant to feel it that way. I would say that the one aspect there that makes it all the worse is probably the fact that like we know it's a sequel game,
Let's check it.
and that's kind of how sequels go. I mean, look at Empire Strikes Back. Look at Two Towers. Like there's a glimmer of hope, but it's often fleeting. The only point is, oh hey, we held out in one area, but then like the second one, the third one, we're still trying to figure out like Gondor calls for aid. The Empire Strikes Back. It's like okay, they ended up capturing Han, but Luke now knows his abilities as a Jedi, and that's really all that it's supposed to give you is a chance at hope. No.
That's not it. Let's go.
Rounded that corner, I was like, shit, that looks like something big and scary. In the graphic novel, so they talk about why the Locust started attacking the outer Sera, the hominids, and the great part about that was it shows because it's like, oh, they were dealing with the lambent well before they were dealing with the lambent well before that we ever knew that they were there. And the whole reason they started fighting us was because they were like, we have to essentially, you know, go claim the top side. And once we do that, we'll have their technology. We can kind of come back and fight the lambent. All we have to do until then is like hold out the hollow. They did a really good job of introducing the other. I think this is us, yeah.
This must be the area. Start looking.